What up, Whiskey Ginger fans? Welcome back to the show. If it's your first time joining the show, welcome to the show. We got a good one for you today. Like my man Steve Harvey done say, it's Nikki Glaser. Man, do I love the glaze. So very funny. Catch her on the road constantly. She's working like a dog out there, and so am I. I'm on the road. Guess what? We are looking at adding more dates to the Bad Friends Pod Tour. So excited. We're going to be coming to Pittsburgh. We have two shows in Pittsburgh, Rochester. We're also doing Cleveland. I think those are almost sold out. We're doing Boston. We're doing DC. We're doing Chicago. We're doing Denver, Milwaukee, Madison, Minneapolis. Come see your boy. Go to badfriendspod.com, badfriendspod.com. For people that want to know, we do stand-up, we do bits from the show, we have live interactive stuff with the audience. You're going to love it. Go to badfriendspod.com for those tickets. Enough rambling from the old redhead. Let's go to the episode.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.
How old are you?
All right, Nikki, you. I'm 39.
I'm 39, which is whatever you are in man years.
Yeah, I'm 39. I'm going to be 40 this year.
Oh, you're 39? Yeah, I forgot we were the same age.
I'm scared about it.
Why?
Because I had a palm reader a decade ago tell me I was going to die on my 40th birthday.
Well, that's something to look forward to. It's all going to be over soon.
I can't
On your 40th birthday?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Whiskey Ginger. My guest today is one of my favorite people on earth. I say that for all my guests, but I mean once again today. It is the return of Nikki Glaser. Nikki has been on this show no less than 5 times.
I think it's less. I think it's a 4.
It's been 4.
4 or 5. Maybe this is
This
fifth.
is maybe your 5th, I think.
Yeah, I think it's the 5th.
Nikki, cheers in the air. I can't cheers because it's
Cheers.
not liquor.
Okay.
We're not drinking because you're sober and because I'm taking a break because
Are you
my
taking?
liver hurts.
Oh, really? Is it a recent break?
I've been going in and out.
Yeah.
I go in and out.
I take breaks, too, from the things, my vices.
You've got a lot of vices.
So many.
Let's
Don't we
go
all?
through them.
Yeah. Well, drinking, and that's been an 11-year break, almost.
Yeah, you've been sober since almost, well, no, when I met you, you were sober maybe.
Yeah, definitely. So, I was 27, or 20, I forget. But it was just, I decided to do it because John Mulaney didn't drink, and I was like, that's the difference between our careers.
That didn't work out like you thought, did it?
I didn't realize he was,
doing
depending
coke. He's
on
like,
other things, too.
Drinking's bad.
No, but I just remember thinking, like, it was at a point where I got, like, a pilot for an MTV show. It was my first, like, thing. And I was like, I can't fuck this up, so I quit. And then I haven't started again, but I do other stuff. So, yeah, drinking, weed, food.
But you do still smoke weed, though.
Off and on. That's the thing that I have to take breaks from.
Ketamine?
Haven't done it yet. Have you?
No, I have zero interest in it. I know, like, Whitney and a bunch of people were doing it. And
so that's a good endorsement. That's what I was like,
That's how she
maybe
got
I should
pregnant.
stay away.
on ketamine. She did her K dealer knocked
I'm
her
sure
up.
it helped. I mean, she's thriving. I think people are doing that, and I don't know what it does for you. Depression?
I think it's a horse tranquilizer. Isn't it ketamine a horse tranquilizer? Oh, no, people usually use it for, like, I think to knock you out. It's like you want to get wrecked on that stuff.
I think it's for depression.
Dissociative anesthetic used medically for induction and maintenance of anesthesia.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
treatment for depression, pain management tool.
Yeah, that's what I
recreational
have
drug.
is depression. Anything I do is trying to get me out of thinking I should kill myself.
But you don't want to.
I do.
You're doing so well.
Dude, like,
Nikki,
it just
since I
appears
last saw
that way.
you continue on this ascension.
It's small. No, I'm happy and I'm lucky, but I suffer with suicidal thoughts like all the time.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
Wait, why?
Really? Is that shocking to you? Does not everyone?
No, Nikki, no.
Wait, why do you drink? Like, why do you have vices?
Well, I have anxiety and depression, but I've never gotten
What's your
to
depression look like then if you're not thinking about killing yourself?
My depression looks like I want to quit everything. Not
that
life.
kind of the
Not
same?
life. I don't want to end my life.
Really?
I want to quit looking at this idiot coming to this place doing this bullshit.
What does that look like to you though? Like, doesn't that mean
ultimate
death
freedom?
though?
No, ultimate freedom. Sitting on a
Oh.
lake, drinking a beer, and fishing by myself.
And you could do that. I mean, you could afford that
But
lifestyle
then
the
I
rest
have
of
to
your
cut
life.
everyone out. And I mean
Right.
mom and dad, my wife. I mean like goodbye to everybody. That's your suicide.
Yeah. Well, that's a similar thing. And you wouldn't be happy doing that, being
I
all
would.
alone.
I would. I think about it all the time.
Really?
No, I'd be miserable.
No, I feel the same way. Like I fantasize
miserable.
about killing myself. Like literally,
How
like
would you
I
do it?
soothe myself to sleep. I mean, I would probably. I mean, I don't want to say because I don't want to spoil it because it's coming up. I really like. I would probably slit my wrist in a bathtub so it would be easy cleanup for
Right.
whoever has to like deal with it.
What music
and
is on?
pills? I just feel like I don't want to be like I don't want to be like choking and like foaming. I don't want someone to find me like I feel like in a bath I would just like look good and the blood would like tan my skin. It would be like a spray tan. And then it's easy cleanup. I would write a note to the maid to be like, there's a dead person here, call EMT. Like, don't scar yourself. I would be like very responsible, but I've given this way too much thought. That's why I didn't like this question.
What are we talking? 4 Seasons? Where in a hotel?
I'd probably do it in like a sad one because I'd want to save money because it's like I'd want to leave a lot of money behind. So I wouldn't want to like spend a bunch right before I go because that's
Right.
going to go to my sister's kids.
That's who gets all your money.
I would, yeah, probably them. Yeah, I would like
I
that.
see you
to have it.
post your sister. Let's transition away from the saddest conversation we started with.
Well,
I see you post your
you
sister.
can't do that to me. You can't. We have to
I
like
baited
make
you.
it fun.
I baited you.
Yeah, we have
I
to
baited
make
you.
it a little fun because then people are gonna get concerned or they're gonna go like do it or whatever.
Yeah, don't do it at home. What music would you have playing
Oh, I
in the
thought they were gonna tell
background?
me to do it. Yeah, please don't kill yourself. This is the thing. I won't ever do it, and I want to just tell people because if you're like me and you think about it a lot, don't do it because people will care for like a week on Facebook, and then
A week is maybe 3 days, 2 or 3 days.
I have for me a week.
I don't
maybe?
think so. I think you get 3 days.
I think I'm gonna get
max.
20 minutes on the Daily Mail, like the front page.
Yeah.
And then it'll be replaced by Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, Reese
you know,
Witherspoon takes her kids
dating
to get
someone.
ice cream.
Yes, exactly. And then it's gone. Yeah, you're not going to make the impact you think you want of like, everyone knows how sad I am. Everyone's just fucking mad at you. You
Yeah.
ruin lives.
Yeah.
It's not good. So
Don't
just
do
keep going.
Keep going.
Die of
It's gonna get
cancer.
you. It's gonna get you anyway.
Yeah.
Don't get yourself.
Yes, exactly.
It's gonna get you.
But you want control. I think it's about control. Like I want to control it, but also that's why I'm never going to kill myself because I think that like I wouldn't be able to control. Usually when I'm depressed enough to want to even think about doing that, and this is not constant. This is just like it's spike. I have these thoughts, but I'm never going to do it.
Yeah.
It's like having homicidal thoughts. I mean, people sometimes imagine wanting. Look at you, just nodded. You think about killing people sometimes, or like fantasize.
He does. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does.
So you're not going to do it though. And I don't relate to that, but I do relate to like feeling soothed by like, oh, there's an out.
What? That's crazy. I don't ever
Yeah.
feel that way. I feel.
Started at a young age.
I feel. Well, here's what's great for the fans to know, because you seem on the outside. Man, is it going good?
I bet. Yeah.
You
I
moved
guess.
home to St. Louis.
Yeah.
Your parents
is
and
going
you
good.
are like best friends.
Yes. Yeah. I have.
You
that's the
love your
thing.
sister and her
That's why-
husband.
Yeah. I love.
It's disgusting. Like I see you, it makes me want to kill you. That's where my homicide. I go. I'm gonna kill this.
Maybe
happy
that's what I'm picking
bitch.
up on. Is
yeah.
those
Everyone's
thoughts coming at
energy.
me. Yeah. No, I think that's maybe why I talk about this stuff so much is because I think I get really depressed when I see people on Instagram and I imagine them killing it and I like get jealous. And so I think that if anyone has that idea of me, I kind of like to dispel it.
Who are you jealous of?
Everyone, you.
What are you talking about?
You?
You're doing great. What
I
do you,
am so jealous of you.
What do you want?
Oh, you want? What do you mean?
What do you want that you don't have?
Okay. Well, I just want more people to love me because that's what we all
Everyone
want.
likes you.
No, okay, I get that.
Since
but
I've met
no,
you-
read the comments on this podcast, and I bet.
Well,
it will
they're
be
gonna
most-
hate you, yeah.
Yes,
They're gonna hate
This
you.
is who I want to love me. Is the
Yeah.
people that will never love me. Comedy savvy fans that like the kind of comics I like. They don't tend to like me, and that I struggle with that a lot. But I also. It's almost like I have a lot in common with them. Like I don't like myself either. So
Right.
sometimes I go,
Same page.
yeah, same page.
You guys are right. You should just
Yeah.
comment right on truth.
Yes.
It's just your
Why
little symbol.
does she keep coming back on the show? Why do people like her? She's not funny. All she talks about is depression. And
You read the comments.
No, I never do. I just assume that's what they say. I haven't read a comment since like 2013 or 14.
So what are you talking? You don't even know what you're projecting stuff that isn't there.
Sometimes I stumble upon it. Sometimes because if you look, it like in my YouTube feed, it'll suggest me, and then you'll see the first comment under it. So I won't even want to see it. It'll
Yeah.
just pop up, and that's where I get a gist.
Well, we're gonna name this episode.
Or I like see a fucking subreddit where I'm like, I follow like comedian subreddits, like comedians I like.
Why would you do that?
And sometimes it'll suggest me. It'll show me like the bad friend subreddit, and then I'll see my name, like not my name, but like I will, sometimes see my name in different subreddits where I'm like, and then you can't stop reading once you see your name.
Yeah.
But I won't ever seek it out.
I never see it. I couldn't.
You don't?
I couldn't fucking care less.
Good. Well, they love you. Everyone loves you.
Nah, I mean, look, and
You're
even
killing it.
people that hate you, who the fuck cares?
Okay, here. You want to know why I'm jealous of you? Do you want a list? It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'll make you feel good about yourself.
I'll do my list of why I'm jealous of you. You do why you're jealous of me.
You get jealous too. I know you do.
Not really.
What? Andrew?
Well, here, not
Yes,
jealous.
you do.
No, not jealous. I wish I had more for myself, but I didn't. It's not in comparison to others. Like if I said, I'll say this. I'll be bummed that I don't have something, but it's me. It's not because someone else got it. I'd be like, man, I really wish I could achieve that.
Right. Okay.
Like it's not in comparison to a peer. It'd be me going, I want a XYZ. I want one bad.
But you don't feel like because they have it, you can't have it.
No, I don't give a shit. There's so much more cake to go around. There's no way. There's not like limited slices.
I get that.
I don't believe that. I believe it is an endless pit of availability.
I guess I'm not. I feel the same way, but sometimes I just go, man, I wish I had that trait that got them that because I am lacking that, and therefore I'll never have that thing that I want that they have. And I'm glad they have it, but I also wish I had that. Your ability to you're really good at like look at the studio, look at the Bad Friends studio. You're good at like putting together things and being professional and I hate to say you're good at marketing because that sounds like I'm taking away from your talent. You're infinitely talented.
I'm trying to market. Yeah,
you're very good at marketing, which is like a huge skill to have, and it takes a really smart person. And you're also just like effortlessly funny all the time, and you don't seem to have to like try that hard. And you're very quick, you're very fast talking, and your brain works really fast. You're really good at improv. You're really good at like just coming up with like a wacky bit and then like going off on it. And I'm like, I lack that skill.
No, but you have so many other. Will you clip that and send that to me? I want to fall asleep to that every night. Which you just said.
I could keep going. I mean, and then you book all these gigs. You're constantly in shows, and you're such a good actor. And
we're not talking about gigs right now.
But you don't anymore because you could be.
We're on strike.
But. Oh yeah, you can't. Well, I'm not promoting anything. I just when I see something that you're in, I'm like, wow, he's good.
Here's what I see of Nikki Glaser. Sorry, hold on.
No, I forgot this part of it. I don't want.
I always have somebody text me. Is Nikki there yet? Can you please ask her to kill herself? Why would someone say that?
How did my mom get your number?
Hold on. Let me say. We keep skipping him. You and I will do this because our brains work in the same way. By the way, you are so smart and so funny, and I'm not going to go back and forth with you. And you're beautiful and lovely, and you've only gotten sweeter, funnier, and better looking as I've known you. When I first met you, you were stupid, ugly, and so dumb.
That is the good thing. When I was 27,
hideous.
I was not. Like,
no, yes. What are you talking about?
It's so funny. Like I look back in my 20s, and that's supposed to be when you're like your hottest. Because I look at all these 20-year-olds on Instagram; they're just oozing hotness. They can't help it. And like I did everything to not have any of that come out of me. I can't believe I ever.
You're the hottest you've ever been.
Yeah, it's going to start diminishing, but that's really nice.
I don't know. You're like in your groove.
I kind of peaked in like 2019, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Pre-pandemic.
Yeah,
I did feel pre-pandemic Nikki. I was like, wow.
It was like 10 pounds ago,
and
which
then
is
through
like
the
probably
pandemic,
my
I was
best
like,
spot.
I don't know about her anymore.
Oh yeah, my hair was falling out. I was just not getting spray tans regularly. Yeah, well, no, it's gonna. That's very nice of you to say, and I try to keep working hard. But I like that you said I'm nicer than ever.
You're sweeter than you've ever been. I think the good thing that success can do to people sometimes is make them more appreciative of life. It's also we get older. You get older and you're like, I don't know if I have time to not be nice anymore.
Were you not nice at any point?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not nice sometimes. It depends on who it is.
Really? You can just be comfortable being
mean
to someone?
If they suck.
Yeah.
If they suck, like I'm not going to be Marin. I'm not like vitriol.
Right.
But I mean, like I can be. If I don't like you, I can be fucking.
They know. People know.
Oh yeah, it's pretty obvious when I don't like people.
Ah.
Right. I just can't hide it.
What makes you not like someone? Because I feel like you're an overall pretty nice person.
The thing that turns me off the most about people is like, when people think they're the shit, when they like think that they're like their boss shit.
Yeah.
Like when they're on it, when they
they're-
feel like they think they've got it like that. Like I think I'm trying to think of a name, but I can't name anybody. It's otherwise get me
But
in trouble.
you can like think of. Who
I know
you're
someone
thinking
right
of.
now. Yeah, they kind of like think they're the shit.
Can you
and-
just like do it this to me?
No.
It'll be fun to like each. I think we've done that before on the
Yeah,
show.
we have. We've told each other people that were like, this fucking guy. No, but I think for the most part, yeah, you know what, it comes with age. And I've been trying to say this to you. I watched your Family Feud episode
Oh.
with mom and dad and your
Yeah.
sister and your brother-in-law. And I was like, when I was 24, I'd be like, whatever, this is bullshit. What is she doing on the... And then you get older and you're like, how fucking amazing to be on TV with your parents goofing around.
Yes.
It's just, that's what I'm saying is like, as you get older, you just start to like humble out your thought process even. It's the same way when I was young. If somebody told me they were a White Sox fan because I was from the north side of Chicago, I'd be like, fucking loser. Then you reach an age when you're like, who cares?
It's
It
just
doesn't,
about
it's
wherever you're born.
I
and,
enjoy it. You enjoy it.
yeah.
It means nothing. It's all good. Yay, root. Who cares? I think you just start to like humble out your aggressions. And that's what's turned me a little bit nicer as I've gotten older because I just don't care as much anymore.
less judgmental, and just knowing even when like a person who thinks they're really cool, I'm even able to now be like, wow, how sad their
Yeah,
life
what's
must be.
going
And I
on?
like kind of feel bad for them that they have to like always act cool or project whatever it is. And so I can find that empathy, but I can also still be such a fucking cunt and like just gossipy little bitch and wish the worst on people. Like in my worst moments. you
Who's
know?
the person you were jealous of that you thought of when you said you're jealous of somebody?
Oh my God. I got jealous the other day. I don't even want to say it because I don't even know if it's like out there, but like a comic like has a kid that I found out, and I didn't know she was ever pregnant. And all of a sudden she's like, they're like, yeah, she has a baby. And I was just like furious the other night, like at myself. I don't want kids. I don't want a kid.
Are you still in a relationship? Mm-hmm. You are?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to do the married thing?
Possibly. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. But not
Whoa.
kids. I don't
No
think.
kids. You've said no thank you.
Well, I was going to freeze my eggs in January, and I was like really just because I don't want kids now. And I would just kept crying about the process. I was just like, this isn't for me and the boyfriend I'm with now. This is in if I break up with him and I meet a guy who won't adopt and won't do a donor egg. Like I'm planning this for, because I would do both of those things. I don't care about it looking like me or whatever. And so I was like, I'm doing this for like a future man that doesn't even exist. I'll just not do this and go see Taylor Swift 8 times.
Have you gone?
8 times.
Fuck off. You've gone 8 times?
9th is coming up next
Nikki.
week. I this is the reaction I get. It's not good.
You're being serious? You've gone 8 times?
I've gone 8 times.
Wait a minute.
If I'm not working on a weekend, I just fly to whatever city.
You
she's in.
obviously have a hookup with them.
I got one eventually, but I've spent like 50 to 60 grand. I don't have a car.
$50,000
I have an
on Taylor
apartment.
Swift tickets?
Yeah, yeah, and not just tickets, like the flights for my friends, tickets.
She knows
for my
who
friends.
you are, right?
She must at this point, but like I'll say $50,000 in like hotels. I fly all my friends out. Like we make it a weekend. I've done this 8 times.
How come I don't get a text? You don't
I
think
don't
I
think
want
you
to go
would.
to Taylor?
I don't think you would.
You don't think I want to go to Taylor
I will
Swift?
totally have you go.
I'm a little
Would you enjoy
offended.
it?
No,
I think you-
I wouldn't go. I'm kidding. That's
You
insane.
wouldn't go?
No, I would go. With
No,
you,
it'd
I
be
would
so
go.
fun.
I would go.
It's fun.
It would be something I would. This is one of those moments where like I would never go or think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you text me and said, you know how fun it'd be if you came, and I'd go, yeah, I'll go.
I would love.
I
for
would
you
go
to
because it's the idea is more fun than
Yeah, and I think
you
you'd have
know.
a good time because
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
a spectacle, and she's infinitely talented. There's just no way you can't just appreciate her
No,
talent.
I do.
and
She's
that-
very talented.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where you're like, I wouldn't go see her. Beyonce, incredible. I wouldn't go unless someone was like,
Oh,
dude, we
Beyonce's
have a
so good,
Beyonce thing. I'd be like, I'll come.
Yeah, I'm the same way
I
with
would go.
certain stuff. I mean, it's.
$50,000.
I know it sounds like insane, but that's what I was going to spend on freezing my eggs. So I was like, okay, I can justify this cost
Eggs,
this year.
Taylor Swift.
It's all in that basket, baby. All of them. Because I was going to go to like maybe 1 or 2 because I just didn't want to overdo it. And then my boyfriend was like, you should go to every single one you can. This is the thing that brings you most joy in the world. You go to Taylor Swift sing-alongs. You're constantly playing your music. You're constantly singing your music. It is the #1 thing that you love. If you got to go every chance you can. You don't know when she's going to tour again. And and you're doing well. I don't spend a lot on. This is the most I've ever spent on anything, even close. I've never spent this much.
Well,
money
did you guys buy a house in St. Louis?
No, I rent an apartment. I bought my mom a car. I drive her car. I don't buy nice things.
Why don't you want a home or somewhere to like live?
Ugh, too much commitment. I don't want any. I don't like to commit to
Since
anything.
I've met you, you've been a nomad. I mean, for a while you were living. No, for a while you were after New York. You were here for a little bit, and then I remember you saying you felt like disappearing from here, and then when you moved to St. Louis,
I was talking about the Earth.
Yeah, I know. Now I'm putting it all together. I realize this was all Kill Yourself episode.
In here, we pour whiskey.
This episode of Whiskey Ginger is brought to you by Squarespace. Hey, I've talked about Squarespace so much over the past couple of years that they've been working with us on this show because I love it and I use it. The first site I ever built was through Squarespace, and I absolutely love what they do and what they provide. I think my favorite thing about Squarespace, if you're building a site, I don't care what you're doing. You're selling something, you're featuring work, you're showcasing yourself, or you just want to get on the internet and yell about what's going on in the twisted world that we live in. They have so much stuff. If you're selling merch on there, they have custom merch tab where you can easily sell custom merch, create a passive income stream that engages your audience and scales your brand, whatever that may be. An online store to help you do that. An asset library that upload, organize, and access all of your content from one place, okay? With this new asset library, you're able to manage all your files from one central hub and use them across the Squarespace platform. It's super seamless, super easy to do. If you've tried to build a site before, you know it's extremely complicated and can be convoluted, but with Squarespace, they make it so simple. You can also host a video collection and showcase whatever video that you're doing. You know, whether you're making a little town out of Legos and you want to show the world your little town, you can do that. My favorite thing are the email campaigns. You can drive sales and engage your audience with Squarespace email campaigns, collect email subscribers on your site, and build connections, repeat business through regular email updates, which is huge for me to let me know where you guys are when I can tour around the country or the world and find out where you're coming from. That's why I love the analytics. You can use these insights to grow your business, learn where your site visits and your clicks are coming from, and analyze which channels are the most effective. So if you're somebody who wants to get your name out there, your product, your brand, whatever it is you've got, you want to showcase to the world, you got to use Squarespace. If you're ready, go ahead, head over to squarespace.com for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, when you feel that trigger finger itching and you want to click, go to squarespace.com/whiskey to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Again, go to squarespace.com for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, squarespace.com/whiskey to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. This episode of Whiskey Ginger is brought to you by BetterHelp. I've spoken about therapy for many, many years now. I'm someone who's been pretty candid about struggling with anxiety and depression, and I think speaking to someone is incredible. I really do believe that talking out your issues, your problems, or even just your thoughts can help you refocus where you are in your life and what you're up to. We spend a lot of time helping those around us. We do our best here to try to help our friends and fans and family, but I do think you need to focus on yourself sometimes. And what can help you is therapy can give you a peace of mind. Get those negative thoughts out. Let that positive stuff in. Years ago on this show, I used to use the Tribe Called Quest phrase, KIM, keep it moving. Keep it moving, young blood. And the best way to keep it moving, I think, is speaking to someone about what's going on. And if you're thinking about giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is great. It's done from the comfort of your own home. You don't got to leave. Don't got to go anywhere. You can do it from anywhere in your house, your friend's house. You're at someone else's house. You're on vacation. You're traveling. You're in a hotel, which I am in a lot. It's great to log on and use BetterHelp. And I'm telling you, it's flexible. It can work with your schedule. And all you got to do is fill out a brief questionnaire. You get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists at any time. So if you're ever unsatisfied, you go, I want somebody else. It's great. It's like Tinder for therapy, all right? You can keep switching around until you're happy and satisfied, and that's at no additional charge. It's all included. So, hey, get a break from your thoughts with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/whiskey today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/whiskey. Get yourself a little bit of help. Get your stuff back on track, feeling good, feeling whole. Help yourself out with BetterHelp. To St. Louis, I thought, I didn't know you were going to stick it out. I thought you'd eventually leave.
I thought I would too, because that was just a thing I did because I was scared during COVID and I wanted to be close to my mommy and daddy because I was just scared, and I was in between apartments. But then no one seemed to notice I was there, and I don't feel pressure to do podcasts and
There's
stand
nothing
up
you don't
there's
have to do
nothing going
anything.
on. Yeah, so I can relax and.
Would you buy a house in St. Louis and live there
Yeah,
permanently?
I'm thinking about it. Like if my boyfriend and I, he's gonna move in this summer, and then if we like that situation, we're gonna look into buying a house together.
Oh, you don't even live together.
No.
Gosh, what a life, huh?
Isn't it a great
You get to
life?
go home alone
Yeah.
and just be in your
Yes.
home by
Yes.
yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of sad though. I like roommates. Like
How
I
many
used to
nights a
have,
week does he sleep over?
2 or 3.
And then you go over there 2 or 3?
No, he's always at my place.
So it's either you come to me or it's not happening, pal.
He doesn't like to have me over. We like my place better. I have like a really nice couch
Okay.
and TV set up, and it's just like the things we like to do. It's better at my place
But look at that, dude. 5 nights a week, or 4, you get to
that
just.
I have to myself.
Wow.
And then but then it's on the road for 2 of those. So
Yeah, well, those are so. But
2 or 3.
hotels are sad. See, hotel alone makes me sad, but a house or apartment alone,
exactly,
I love.
So nice.
See, I love that. You can wander around, talk
Yeah.
to yourself,
Yeah.
look crazy,
I do. Yeah. Walk around, look crazy. I play
play music.
play music, I play guitar and sing, and no one wants to hear that shit. It's terrible. So I just like it's great.
But now that he's going to move in, it's going to the dynamics are going to change.
That's why we'll need a bigger place because I want that. We still want our like.
Do you
private
like sleeping in the
space.
same bed at night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like that
what,
anymore.
you don't like
I don't
it?
like it anymore.
My friend Brian Frangie, who's on my podcast now, he and his wife had separate bedrooms.
I sometimes will sleep in the other room just because if I'm late from shows, I get home late from doing a run of shows.
Yeah. You don't want to wake her up.
I don't want to wake her up. Also don't want to sit there reeling from the show with vibrating energy in the bed.
Oh, right.
I want to be alone.
Good reeling, bad reeling, either.
It's both. It's kind of
Yeah.
like because you're thinking about the thing and thinking about what I'm putting together and where I'm going and what I want to do. And
Wow, see that I'm jealous of that. You're like analyzing your
Oh, it's
set. I just
disgusting.
dump it right after because I'm like I can't think about it because if I look too closely, I'll know I'm not talented. Do you ever do that?
yeah.
Did you really do
If I
that?
look at it,
I
it's
don't
like you
want to
paint.
ever listen to a
You've never
set
listened
of
to a
mine.
setback?
I did yesterday. I like forced myself because I'm like, Nikki, you can do this. You did some good stuff like it in that set last night. You remember it. But
Mm-hmm.
my fear is I listen to it and it's not as good as I remember. And that actually happened. It was not that good.
It was bad.
Well, it was fine, but it like I'm like, wow, am I one of these comics that like thinks I kill and like don't?
No, you
I mean,
do.
it was no, I do, but it was. I just thought there was going to be a lot more little things I said on stage that would end up in the act, you know. And I was like, well, this was worthless.
Oh, well, I know what you. I mean, I don't listen to it as much as I used to. What I usually do now is the moment I get off stage, I'll voice text myself the two or three things that I really liked.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, so I don't love listening to it as much as I used to listen to it years and years and years ago. And now I'll just be on my way to my car. I always just go, this tag.
I wouldn't even
like
want to
that
listen
tag.
to that.
Oh, see that
Of myself,
Yeah,
like
that
talking
doesn't. No. Voice text meaning like.
Oh, well,
say
like it
I'm not sitting
prints
there
it out.
typing. I just quickly want to get it out.
Got it.
So that it'll just remind myself. Because if I sit there and start to type it, even I won't know how to communicate it to the way I'm typing it.
Oh.
So I just need to be like, this tag was really good and say this and this word and this word. That way it'll just see little nuggets when I text myself and go, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
do
start
like
doing
that.
that.
It helps because I'll
Very
just
simple.
take 2 or 3 things from what I did and that'll stick it out. And then the rest of the stuff I can throw away. But at night, if I'm humming, that's what I always say.
Yeah.
And she'll say that. She's like, ugh, you're humming right now. When like my energy is big when I get home,
Mm-hmm.
I have to go in the other room. And I'll play with the dog until I go to bed. Because it's like I can't, I'm not one of those people that can go home, brush my teeth, lay in bed, and go to bed. It's fucking impossible.
Well, you masturbate.
I don't jerk off at night.
Oh.
I jerk off first thing in the morning, 5 a.m.
Because I have the hum too, but I'd like.
That's
put
how you get it
I
out?
eat or I do one of my vices.
Oh.
Yeah.
You either eat, jerk off,
Reddit.
read Reddit. See this? You do dig deep, don't
Yeah.
you? You go
Oh,
in
I
the
love
comments.
Reddit. It's my favorite.
So
I save it
eat,
for the end
jerk
of the
off,
night.
Reddit, do you play music? Does that help?
No, that's something that I do when I'm like in a good mood and like no, it's not something.
That's
that,
when you're happy. So you
Yeah.
jerk off when you're sad.
Yeah, or just wanting. Honestly, I jerk off when I want to eat a lot and I don't want to eat anymore. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to do the next thing.
Don't get a sandwich, Nikki.
Like
yeah,
I'll eat a lot. Like I'm an emotional eater, so I'll come home and like be stuffing my face, and then I'll go, let's just put this energy elsewhere. So then I jerk off, and then I go back to eating. Like it goes back and forth until I can fall asleep, until the melatonin kicks in. I take like
So you take a bunch of melatonin, start eating and jerking off
like,
at the same
I take
time,
like
and
20
see.
grams of melatonin. Sometimes I take it on the way home. I bring it with me to the gig so that it's like I
Oh, that's
don't,
fun.
because I just don't want to get in that spiral. But yeah,
You're the escapism thing for you.
yes, constantly trying to escape.
Well, then what's the end goal? What's Nikki's end goal?
I'm really the weird thing is like when I think about my goals, I am happy now. Like I know I just said that I
you're
think about
doing
killing
great.
myself all the time or something, but that's just like it's like getting it's people that get like I don't get physically sick ever.
Yeah, me neither.
I never get colds. I never get anything. We may have talked about this before. I'm sorry if I'm repeating any stories from past things, but I get just mentally sick. So it's just like I have friends who get colds once a month, or they're just like the flu. They're constantly getting it. That's what I get in the head, and so it's manageable.
Yeah.
It doesn't ruin my life. I'm pretty happy. I've my boyfriend recently was like, let's write down like our 5-year goals. Like, let's see if we want to go in the same direction. And I'm like, just this for
This is
more
good.
5 years? Like, I don't want, even like, I guess hosting SNL was always like this benchmark for me where it was like, that'd be cool and fun. But I honestly, if I got that call, I'd be like, oh God, this is going to be a fucking lot of work. Like, you know, the things you
Yes.
get asked to do where you're like, I got to say yes.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, that is going to ruin my life for a couple months.
Yeah, would you want to do it? Because
Yes.
you would.
Yeah, I mean, I would do it, and because I can do like impressions, like a little bit, and it'd be fun. I've never let that part out of myself or trained
Yeah, why
myself
not?
to do it.
How come I've never seen you really get
Because it's
into that?
embarrassing. Because
It
I can
is.
you lose it right away, and then you can't get it back, and people are just staring at you to be like, "No, you were doing it before," and then you kind of just have to like change the subject because I can't get it back. I lose it.
Yeah.
It's like improv. Like I get so nervous. Like anything I have to come up with on the spot, I need it to be prepared.
Right. Well, so
And SNL's prepared.
Yeah.
So I think I would love it. But yeah, so I guess that. But like honestly, I'd be fine if that didn't happen. Think of all the people that have hosted SNL that like you don't even know of anymore. Like in the 80s and 90s, even the 2000s. Like it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't
nothing
matter.
matters.
No, it doesn't matter
These
at all.
big things you get, and then just a little like the Walk of Fame. Do you ever like look at the stars and be like, who the fuck is that?
No. Yeah.
It's so depressing because this person
Sheila
was the most
Beauregard.
famous person.
Who's Sheila
20 years
Beauregard? Yeah. She was unbelievably famous.
Yes, she was.
I don't want any accolades. I don't want any of those things.
What do you want? Like, what are your goals? Because this is.
I want to
interesting.
work. I want to work and continue to create and grow an audience till I'm dead. That's all I really want. I genuinely, I don't want a fucking trophy. I don't want a fucking star. I don't want to.
You want more money?
If I could keep doing what I do now, I've said
amount
this
of
before.
money is great.
I've said this before. If you could seriously, if I could sign with the devil in blood and go, this is it. You're never going to grow higher than this, never going to get lower. This is it for the rest of your life. Fucking sign me up.
That's not saying a ton because you make a lot of money. So
No,
it's
I
like,
don't. He knows.
You probably.
What did I make last year? 86 grand? 90 grand last year? There. I made 90 grand.
Wow,
He does my books. That's my accountant. I have a 24-year-old accountant who's never been to school. He never went to accounting school, but he cooks my books.
He has TurboTax. He
cooks-
downloaded the Pro.
No,
yeah,
I'm just
I agree
saying,
with
I'm
you.
just saying
I'm not wanting to be a
this feels good.
100 millionaire or whatever.
This feels good.
the thing is.
Life is great. I'm so appreciative.
Because I have friends that are
that's it.
super rich and they're more miserable than I am or
Way
whatever
more-
it is.
they're way more miserable
And
than
we
you.
all know that, but yeah, we're at a perfect level of fame. I think you and I are around the same
Yeah, you're
level where you
hovering.
get recognized maybe twice a week.
No, I get recognized a lot now.
Really?
Well, now it's a lot.
Like every time you go out?
Yeah.
Okay, well then you're more famous than me.
No, but it's different famous. It's like it's just different. It's because of Bad Friends and Dave just got off the air, so like people see you a lot and you're in the internet zeitgeist, so they
Yes.
see me a lot. So young people. If I go to like, you know, a restaurant with grown adults professionals, no. They don't.
Really?
Nobody knows me. But young people, because we're all over fucking TikTok and
Right.
all that shit.
Well,
so
that's
like,
great. That's really fun.
it is. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's cool.
To have young people be your fans is where you want to be.
Yeah, but they always. Well, for me, it's
Right?
they cross their eyes and they do bits from the show from Bad Friends. They'll go, "I'm Bobby Mom," and they'll yell at me in public, which is fun.
Yeah.
But it's also like, hey man, I'm just getting a coffee.
But
I
don't
gotta
you feel
get out of here.
cool though? Like young
Yeah,
cool
I
kids
guess
like
I don't
you?
know. Some of them, I'm sure, some of them are like, "Fuck that guy." But
No, they're not.
I want to attach to the youth a little bit because it is weird when I see older comics. Like I can't say this comic's name, but I admire this person very much, and they said to me that they're quitting soon, and it kind of fucked me up. And I was like,
Would I be shocked at this?
No, you wouldn't be shocked.
Okay.
You would be like, right, that makes sense. But
They should.
it's weird to hear it. I was like,
Yeah.
and he said it very genuinely, and I was like, shut the fuck up. And he was like, no, man, I don't have the connective thing anymore with the newer audience. And I was like, well, you know, and I didn't want to say anything, but I was like, It is crazy to
right.
hear someone kind of ready to say goodbye. It was just a weird, it felt so strange because we were, we're on kind of this precipice of working with the youth and understanding the culture of the internet and growing and changing. And, he's from another era. And it's like, he doesn't even want to try this bullshit. So he was like, I'm out.
I mean, I'm really intimidated by it and scared of it and don't do it. I'm not on TikTok or any of the things.
Yeah, but you're on
YouTube.
fucking TV all the time.
Yeah, but that's dying. Like
yeah.
my fans are older. That's the thing. Like I relate to that guy of being like, I can't do this and I'm too embarrassed to do it now at this point. And there's something about that made me very sad. I almost like cried when you were saying like this guy's just like, I can't do it anymore. I'm giving up. But there's also like
not giving up. He just wants to say good night. He's ready to say good night.
Yeah, I
and
think
very
I'd be
successful,
okay with
by
that.
the way. It's not
yeah,
like
so he's gonna be okay.
oh, well, he's more than
Yeah.
okay.
What would you do if you? Oh wait, you just like say goodbye to all your friends and family and be on a dock?
I want to be
beer.
on a lake so bad. I want to be in a fucking lake so
Do you
bad.
what? So that's a goal.
Midwest.
Get a lake house.
Well, I'm looking right now. We're trying.
Oh, nice.
But the problem is
You're trying for a lake house.
we're trying for a lake house. We've been trying for a lake house for a couple months. We went to a doctor. He said, my sperm looks good. Her eggs look good. So we're trying for a little lake house, just a little tiny Asian lake house. I want that thing because I've always, when I was a kid, a Midwest kid, people's families that had lake houses, like real, like not shanties, not shanty shack. We were talking before.
Like Michigan lake house. That's what I would want.
Yeah, like but like a lake house. Like we've been to shanties. My grandmother's sister had a little, like a fucking 1-bed, 1-bath that they split with another family, and it was hilariously small, and it was on a lake called I've said this on the show, Lake Delavan, which is like it's like the sad
You can't
sister
even like water
lake.
ski on it.
It's a bad shit. It's a shit
yeah.
lake.
Right.
And then I would see families that had like these fucking lake, like a lake house.
Yeah.
And you're like, I want that. I want to wake up and
Walk
look
out
at
to
the
the
lake.
dock and like have coffee on the dock and it's peaceful
Exactly.
and you see people going by and you wave at their
Wave.
boat. I
Yes,
wanna wave
that's
at
what I wanna
guy
wave
going
at a
by on
boat.
a skiff. Yes.
Yes.
Ah, it would be so great.
And
I love
want
it
to throw.
too.
I want to throw a ball with my dog, and there's something about. And
That's
also,
real nice.
I'm always partial to lakes over oceans because we didn't grow up around the ocean. Then when I got to the ocean, I was like, this is fucking kind of gross.
It's scary.
When I got here, I was like, this is kind of shit.
Oh, right.
You can't just go way out. Like, no, you'll die. It's like, wait a minute. Everything we grew up in with water meant like you could just go swim out into the lake and that's it. That was fine.
Lakes are where it's at.
It's just
no
so
sharks.
safe. It's so safe.
It is.
So that's my end
a great
game.
goal.
That's all I want is
You got to do that soon.
trying. I'm really trying.
Yeah, it
But
sounds
it's hard
like
to
it.
find stuff because everywhere that you'd want to be is expensive and it's almost like
And you want one of those. So that's
yeah.
going to be.
And how do I get there too? That's the other thing is like, is it convenient to
fly
get to?
into Traverse City, Michigan. Yeah, no,
Right.
exactly. And
I
drive
gotta-
4
gotta be
hours.
kind of. It's got to be a little bit more convenient. One day. Oh, speaking of the ocean, I watched this documentary. You have to see this. It's on Netflix.
Is it depressing? Of
Oh,
course it is.
it's so dark. You would
No.
love this.
No, I don't know. Is it
It's
like
beautiful.
animals?
No. It's about free diving.
Oh wait, I saw an ad for that.
Oh
like
my
the
God. Look up
deepest,
the
longest
the
breath or
deepest
something.
breath?
Yeah, the deepest breath.
Nikki,
So these people can stay underwater for like minutes, like 11
this
minutes.
woman, the story is incredible. I don't want to give anything away,
Oh, I can't wait.
but it's so powerful. This woman breaks the world record for free diving. She goes down 105 meters down. That's
times 3.
That's the Statue of Liberty down and back.
Oh my God.
That's how far she goes. And it'll fuck you up the way that they like hold their breath and the way that they have to like basically black out on the way up.
Are you holding your breath when you watch it? Like when they do it to
100%.
see how like
Yeah, you're
long you
like,
could do it? You don't make it
and
fast,
the
like-
anxiety is already so thick in your chest because the way that they do the story. But yeah, they deep dive on these ropes and they have
Why?
to grab these flags because it's impressive. It's an athletic feat. It's
okay.
unbelievable.
I didn't know if there was like something down there that they were getting or something.
Taylor Swift tickets. There's 2 Taylor Swift tickets at the bottom. Can you imagine? You know how many people would die going down to get those?
So it would be the
Wait,
submarine thing
tell
all
me.
over again.
What's the average ticket price?
Well, I've done like front row and third row, so I would say it's like $1,500 for the average ticket price.
Because I
but
read, what did they say? She was going to make over
resale.
Right. Well, because no one got them straight up, right?
No,
Didn't Ticketmaster crash?
yeah, it was hard.
Look at this. Type in how much money is Taylor Swift going to make this year on tour. Oh, and Haim's opening up for her.
Haim.
Sorry about that. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry to my Jewish brethren.
No, Haim.
Haim.
She's making so
I think they said
much.
this year she's going to make
She's
over $1 billion on tour.
Yeah.
$570 million at least.
But then they keep
That's
adding
ticket
dates.
sales. That doesn't include merch.
Oh, merch she's making. I heard some numbers. It's
So
like
what would
10
Taylor
million a
Swift
weekend.
do with all this money now?
I don't think she's after the money. I really think she likes touring. That's like the joy of going to these shows is that it
Then why are the
doesn't
tickets
feel-
so fucking expensive?
Well, she did the original price isn't like
I know, but they could
it's-
control. They could control it somehow.
I think she's trying to. I mean, didn't they go to
Don't you think
Congress?
if you really were an artist that were like, and I'm not shitting on her at all, I'm just saying, don't you think if she really wanted to, she could sell them independently from her website? They could create she could literally build a site through her instead of having Ticketmaster.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, yeah, look at this. So this is
Where
is
is
this
this?
weekend? No, it's next. So this
This is
is
at
one of the
SoFi
LA
Stadium?
shows, and she's doing like I think like 6 of them. So
$1,000.
$1,000 for nosebleeds.
Wait, $1,000 for nosebleeds?
Yes, and behind the stage, look at what he's looking at. Look at the stage. Go to 506. That section.
So when you're oh my, look at the photo. Click on the photo.
$1,026 to be behind the stage, everyone.
So you can't even see her.
You can't see the screens, which is like the best part of the show. It's
You don't even get to see her.
No, you could maybe see her a little bit, and she might turn around and wave at some point.
So
during
why
one of the
this
songs.
would I is always find interesting. Why doesn't she do it in the round like some of the artists that do the round?
That is interesting. She could have sold a lot more tickets. I don't know. I think maybe to have that big screen because it's you need that screen.
That's part
She's
of- that's
so
a whole part of
tiny.
the show.
It's a huge part of the show. There's close-ups of her. They shoot it beautifully. So if you go, you have a great time no matter where you're sitting because the screens are so good. Because I've sat all over that goddamn place.
You have.
I've been in every seat.
It's so funny to think of something that
8
you're so
times.
like into at 8 times is beautiful.
It's like Grateful Dead. It's like Phil Hanley with the Grateful Dead. Like
Except the
kinda
Grateful Dead has so much history with their tours are like embedded in part of the culture.
And this is, Taylor Swift's tours are also embedded in my culture.
This is
the Swiftie
this is
culture.
your
If
Swiftie.
as a Swiftie, it's like a big deal. And I've only been to one show before Eras, so I just became like a massive.
Have you ever met
fan.
her?
Yes, at the Red Tour. The first one I went to, and I wasn't a fan yet. I mean, I was a fan, but I was not even close to what I am now. And she was so nice. I just remember saying to her, like, I can't believe that was you out there. Like, you're just standing here and you're like a normal girl. Like, and I think that's like kind of my dream for someone to say to me. That's what I like when
But don't
people
you
say
think
to
that
me.
is what you are to them?
Yeah, like when I meet fans and they're just like, you're just so normal and nice. I'm always just like, that's what I said to Taylor. Like, it makes me feel, because that's why I think I like her, because she is normal and it seems really humble, and she is a nice person. Like,
Sure.
I know people that know her, but she's also so just larger than life and so talented. So
How
I got
tall is she?
5'11".
Oh, really?
Maybe he's like 5'10" and a half.
How tall are you?
5'9". Yeah,
W-
5'11". She's 5'11".
One day, you know.
I gotta get that surgery.
Gotta get that surgery. Get
among all the
extended.
others.
Maybe I'll go. Invite me and I'll go. I'll fly.
I
I'll fly.
would love for you to go. That's
I'll
so
go. I swear to God, I'll
fun.
go. Why not?
Okay.
I wouldn't
I'm going
say
with
no
little
to an
Esther
experience
to
like
the next
that.
one.
Well, who are you going with?
Esther and
Little Esther?
Yeah, she wrote me and was like, I really want to go to Eras with you, and I was like, I'll do it. And so we were gonna look into spending a lot of money, but we got to hook up. She got us a hookup.
Esther did?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
She's got the hookup.
yeah.
huh?
Because I was like, I can check my hookup, but I think it's gonna be hard for LA. And she was like, you inspired me to ask my hookup. So she texted someone that she had only texted once before in her life, like met randomly, that she thought might have it. And
Oh wow.
She
and
came
and
through.
they got him?
She came through big time.
When are
Like,
these
we
LA
might get to
shows?
meet Taylor.
One of these LA shows.
Next weekend.
Oh shit.
We're going on the 5th. Yeah.
I met Taylor before she knew who I was.
Wait, you met Taylor Swift?
Yeah, she still doesn't know that we met. I mean, I met her. We punked her with Justin Bieber, 2010 or
Really?
whatever.
Wait, tell me what happened.
We did look up. This is they put it back on the internet. We had I actually wrote this bit.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote this bit. It was kind of fun. Yeah, the wedding one. There she is with Justin. Look at how young Justin was when I first
Oh
met
my
him.
God! And they don't get along anymore. I don't think.
He was a little boy. What we did was we rented this Malibu beach house, and we said he was finishing his album there, and we invited her to come over and write some songs and hang out, and just not collab, but just to hang out and play music. And Justin just got back from a tour from Japan, and we had told her he had new music he wanted her to hear.
How have I not seen this? Where are you?
Yo, I'll come up. And then,
No way.
And I wrote this stupid bit, so I'm very proud of it.
This is so good.
And then I said, they came back from Japan. They had these fireworks. And that's Ryan, good. And we said, that's his, his boy. And we said, we rigged them up to the house. And he's like, look, you press these buttons and these fireworks go off. Right? And they would shoot out over the ocean like that. You can see, and they blast over the ocean. And he's like, Taylor, come press one of the buttons. Come press one of the buttons. And she's like, no. And look, there's huge fireworks going off. There's a boat out there with a wedding going on. I'm on that boat. It's a wedding party. And she shoots one off. And then, of course, the second flare goes off. And then it hits the boat and it lights it on fire.
Stop. Oh, my God.
And that was us. And then the wedding, and then we swim to shore.
Oh, this is not. She is not.
That's us.
Gonna
Look at
be
that's
happy.
me and
Oh no! It's you with the bride in a pontoon boat coming up.
Watch
to the
us get hit by
shore.
this wave. It's hilarious.
Oh my God!
And it was
then-
chaos. I'm
did
picking.
you-
I'm dragging. Look at me dragging my wife through the
How
sand.
crazy is this? At any point, this could all be. I mean, she is buying it though.
Oh, she bought every second of it. Yeah, she was deep. While we were yelling at her, she was like, and I was like, you ruined my wedding, Taylor Swift.
Oh my God!
And my wife and Ann kept
I
going.
would never be able to do this.
She's
to
so
her.
funny. She pulls her aside at some point. Ann was so funny, and she goes, I think this is an omen. I shouldn't have married him. Like, you're right. I'm not going to get married. Like, I'm not going to go through with this. Like, thank you for doing this. And Taylor's like, no, that's not. I'm not.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Why do you look so different?
Fat and gross.
You were fat?
I was fatter for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Your hair's different?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why?
Anyway.
Were you nervous to do those? Like, are
her
you in your
face.
element right there? Oh my God, she's
Yeah.
horrified
So
and she's so sad.
She
Oh,
was
poor
sweet.
thing.
She took it, or the preacher gets taken.
How
out.
did she do when you
All right, get out of
finally
there.
revealed it?
She was.
That's
no, it
so
was
hilarious. Why have I never seen that?
Well, it was
oh, because
Punk's
it's on
was-
MTV.com. Oh no, it's on
forever
MTV.
ago,
Yeah.
so long ago. But I mean, she was really sweet about it. But of course, she couldn't believe that.
Oh, there's where she finds out. Okay, and so, oh my God,
But look
you
at how
have a whole
young they
thing.
looked. It was crazy.
Yeah, so young.
But that's how I met. That's where we all met her. Then I mean, obviously she doesn't remember that. I mean, she remembers probably getting punked, but she doesn't
Yeah.
remember us. And
Who
the
else
cast.
did you punk? Who? Well, let me ask you this: Who's been
Drake.
like
Drake was probably the funniest one we ever
really
did.
why?
We put him in a car in the basement of the Getty Center. He thought he was going to meet the vice president at the time, and we did a fake earthquake.
Oh my God!
That's me. Yeah, that's me driving. We put him in that, and I was driving Drake.
No way.
And we had shocks underneath the car, and we would make the car jiggle, and the whole garage would shake in the Getty Center. And we had Secret
and
Service.
things are falling over.
Yeah, Drake was grabbing onto
A guy's crawling on the floor. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So we knew we were like a Canadian kid. He's never going to know what an earthquake feels. How many earthquakes
No,
has he
no
lived
one
through?
would. I mean, I don't feel like
Unless you grew up in California, you
if
don't
your
really know
car
earthquakes.
starts shaking, you're not going to think, oh, Justin Bieber's behind this. You're
Right,
just going to go,
right,
I'm in
right.
no matter if it feels like it or not. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. Those were the days.
Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, that is so incredible that you did both those things. I've never seen them before.
Yeah, that was
Like,
it was like one of the first things I ever. It was literally the first job I
Everything, you
ever
spend
had.
so much time making these things. There's so many Zoom meetings, and then they're just a video on the internet that one person watches a year.
That's right.
And it's
exactly
the guy
right.
who made it on his
all
podcast.
this effort into almost nothing.
Do you think about? I think about that all the time. All the
Yeah.
Zoom meetings, all the work, all the things that
So
go
much
into
shit.
so much stuff, and then it just is gone. And it's good for, and everything comes out, all the episodes come out at once, and then you're hot for a week, and then it's like, what's next, bitch?
Gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. But
Yeah.
also, that's why when people ask me if I watch Dave, I've never seen much of the show because when I'm done doing a thing, I don't want to see it.
Do you not want to see yourself, or you don't want to see the whole thing?
I don't know.
As a piece?
I don't want to see. I don't really want to see me, but
Right, I
I
think
definitely
that's-
don't. I just don't want to watch it then because then I'll start overthinking about
What you could have done
everything,
better,
just everything,
or if it's
Yeah.
not good enough.
everything. I just don't want to watch it.
What do you not? You don't want to watch your own performances on, like, even seeing yourself on those clips? Was that like kind of-
Agonizing, can't stand it.
Really?
Yeah, it
Well,
gives
that
me
was good. I
anxiety.
was really proud of you
ugh.
because that is, I know what that feeling.
I was
don't-
reeling. He could feel me being like,
Dude,
turn it off with the fucking.
People don't get this, but I remember as a young kid seeing Kate Beckinsale on The Tonight Show and her telling Jay Leno, like, I don't watch anything I do. And I just remember thinking, well, that is so fucking weird. Like, I would never.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't relate to it more.
Yeah.
Of just, even at a photo shoot, when you're doing a photo shoot and they want to show you, look at this one. I go, no, God. And I'm always like, I don't want you to be offended, but I'm never going to look at these. I'm going to have someone else look at them.
Yeah.
I might glance over and just make sure it's okay. And anytime anyone writes an article on me, they send it to me. It's out. we did this thing. Thank you so much. And I go, I'm so sorry. I'm sure it's great. I'm never going to read it.
I don't want to
because
read
I'm
it.
going to see a side of myself that I'm ashamed of. Or I'm going to, there's some article that came out. This guy followed me around in St. Louis for a while.
You mean
and
like
wrote
a
this-
stalker?
Yeah, it was
We
all
call
about,
these stalkers. He'd wake up, he'd be at
but
my
he
front
could
door.
write.
Yeah.
And he just had a different perspective on me. He just saw a different side of me that I thought people really need to hear about. And so, yeah, but and we became friends, and I think I just said way too much. And then the article came out, and I keep getting people being like, "Are you doing okay after that came out? Like, you said a lot of things that
Was it bad stuff?
I think I probably just talked about wanting to kill myself a lot in like
Jesus,
St. Louis
Nikki.
magazine.
Maybe St. Louis is making you suicidal.
No, it's not. I love my family. It's. I'm not suicidal. I just have like the thoughts and whatever. But constantly,
Immediately a doctor's
chronically,
like, well, that's not good.
But
I don't want to do it, but I will buy a weapon once in a while.
Don't you ever do you ever just feel like? Do you have imposter syndrome ever? I mean, isn't that part of not wanting to watch
Totally,
yourself?
but that doesn't make me want to kill myself. That just makes me go,
Well, it
is
just
this
makes
all
me wanna
worth it? Am
go,
I
like-
doing this right?
Well, do you ever see someone so talented you're just like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, oh my God, all the time. Yeah.
Like,
well,
why?
yeah.
Why would anyone tolerate this? I don't know. That's how I feel a lot.
You feel that a lot.
Chronically.
Is there one person specifically that keeps triggering you? I feel
Taylor
like
Swift.
Taylor Swift is triggering
What
you.
the fuck? She's good
That's
at
why you're going to 8
everything.
shows?
She's funny. Yeah. I am inspired by it, but there is a part of me that every time I get there, I go, why am I doing this to myself? Because I just compare and I go, she's so young. And like, that's really, if I could choose my life, that's what I would be good at.
You'd want to be a musician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just don't have it.
Well, wait.
I'll never be.
But you're-
I'm training so hard, and I'm not that good. And
You're a great comic and an
Yes,
entertainer and a performer.
But
and
it's like I'm never gonna be the best at that either. I want to be the best at something, and
that's never going to happen.
No.
Well, because why?
But there are people that are the best at things, so why can't I be one of them? What the fuck?
In here, we pour whiskey.
Oh, man. We've had 7 long months without an NFL game, but the NFL is back, baby. I'm so excited. I hope my Bears are going to do pretty good this year. I'm betting it all on Fields. I'm putting the field on Fields, all right? I got to tell you, NFL is here, and DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NFL. They're giving you a cannot-miss offer for Week Uno. This week, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 on any NFL game. Do you want me to repeat that? 200 smackaroos. 200 Franklins for only $5 out of your pocket. Come on, man. DraftKings is hooking everyone up with game day greatness. All customers can take advantage of 2 new offers every single game day this September. Check the app to see what you can get. Download right now and use the code WHISKEY to sign up. New customers can take home $200 in bonus bets instantly just for betting $5. That's code WHISKEY. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. The crown is yours. If you got a gambling problem, hey, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly, ladies and gentlemen out there. Please play responsibly. Don't let it take over your life. Just have a little bit of fun. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, KS 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Voted Ontario. cdkng.co/football for eligibility, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Hey, have you ever searched your name on the internet? It's a little scary. It's a little crazy what can come back to you. You know, your family's addresses, people's phone numbers, emails. Your personal info is out there for anybody to find. Data brokers scrape public tax records and sell that information legally, making it accessible to anyone, which is a bummer that it's totally legal, that everyone can take everyone's everything and just throw it around the internet. We're all ones and zeros, my friend. Why not get a little protection? That's why I'm here to tell you about Aura. It's incredible, man. There's a new data breach all the time. In 2022 alone, last year, there were over 1,800 data breaches that exposed personal information for over 422 million individuals. You could have been one of those people. Let's hope that you're not. That's why I'm partnering with Aura. Aura is an all-in-one online safety solution that helps protect you and your family from identity theft, financial fraud, and online threats before they happen. With Aura, you can rest easy knowing that someone is looking out for you. I always feel like someone's watching me. Well, it's Aura. They're watching over you. The app scans the dark web to look for email addresses, passwords, social numbers, other sensitive information. Anything is found, you're going to receive an alert in real time. If you've been a victim of ID theft, you know it's a pain. They got an experienced white glove fraud resolution team that's going to help you navigate credit bureaus, help you initiate credit freezes or locks, and work with you around the clock to resolve it, man. They got a suite of tools to protect you and your loved ones, real-time alerts on suspicious credit card activity, computer virus protection, parental controls, VPN, which I highly recommend everybody use, and a password manager. It's a comprehensive online safety solution that provides almost every single tool you're going to need all in one place. Centralized, my friends. All right? Get protected because you're all over the internet whether you know it or not. And for a limited time, Aura's offering my listeners a 14-day trial plus a check of your data to see if your personal information has been leaked already online. All for free when you visit aura.com/whiskey. That is aura.com/whiskey. That's aura, aura.com/whiskey to sign up for a 14-day free trial and start protecting you and your loved ones. Aura.com, aura.com/whiskey. Certain terms apply. Be sure to check the site for details.
Ginger. I like gingers.
That's insane. What do you want to be the best at?
Anything.
Okay, how about this? You're the best at
being me.
No, even that you're not that good at. You're not that good.
I want to kill myself.
You're the
That's
best.
A horrible way to be.
How about this? You're the best comic in St. Louis.
That's not even true. I don't know.
No, there's someone else.
There's someone on a layover in Lambert.
Yeah, there's somebody right now. Yeah. Now that I think about it, I'm sorry.
From a funny bone in Dayton.
I don't think. I think you.
No, I'm the. Listen, I'm being.
Do you want to be remembered?
Hyperbolic here. No, because I know we'll all be forgotten. I find comfort in that, like, in thousands and thousands of years when, like, we're all wiped out, and maybe
hundreds of years, not thousands.
Let's talk about billions of years later when, like, we're long gone and there's just artifacts. I'll be as remembered as Abraham Lincoln and Obama. We will have just as much significance because there will be no record. It'll be dinosaur bones. We'll all be the same.
Okay.
So that gives me comfort that in the end, everyone is forgettable.
Yeah, that's true.
There were famous dinosaurs, and we don't know.
Do you know
which
any?
Ones?
You don't know any of them?
Well, no. There's no way to know.
Do you know Marcus, the Stegosaurus? Such a good guy.
He was hilarious.
He was really fucking funny.
Yeah,
he was
one of the best.
He had good sets.
Yeah, untouchably
That's such
talented.
a great idea, by the way, that there's famous dinosaurs.
There probably were like ones that were like killing it.
Like the iconic image of a T-Rex that we all know that kind of became the. In Toy Story, the T-Rex from Toy Story?
Yeah.
It's like the one we all think of. That's based on...
Or the Jurassic Park, yeah.
That's based on a real one. And that original guy, that original T-Rex was like, that's based on me. And all the other T-Rexes would be like, no, it wasn't. It's like, yes, it was. That was fucking me. I was at that. They based it on me.
And are there dinosaur ghosts?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if ghosts and spirits are real, like, they're still around.
Where are dinosaur ghosts?
Right?
That's actually a very good idea.
It's kind of an interesting... cartoon.
Yeah, but the only reason that ghosts and spirits still stick around is because they haven't crossed over.
Right? They have unfinished business. I feel like I'll cross over.
You will not cross over.
Maybe not.
No, you've got some shit going on.
They'll be like, you ended this too soon. Go back.
Go back. Get back.
Well, the other day I was like, because I'm trying to play guitar and like learn how to sing and all of these things and be good at this thing that I should have learned in, when I was 10. And I saw a video of like these North Korean kids that are 3 and they're playing guitar like perfectly.
Well, that's because they'll beat them to death if they don't get the chords right.
But I was like, that could have been me. And then sometimes I go, I should kill myself and chances are I'll be reincarnated as an Asian child that will be forced then to play a musical instrument early.
Oh.
I'll probably get better at guitar if I kill myself now and come back as an Asian kid whose parents are like tiger moms.
That's true.
Than if I spend the next 6 years trying to be good at guitar. Yeah, because I just don't have no one's
beating it into you.
No one's riding on me being good at this.
The one.
Yeah.
Like, you ever think about that? Like how Tiger Woods was pushed so heavily by his father to become the greatest of all time, and now he was the greatest of all time. Do you think that's all nurture then? Then the greatest of all time is nurture over nature then?
I think I've read this book called The Talent Code, and it's very interesting, and it gives me a lot of hope because it's really about how talent is you're not born with it. You're born, it's like, I don't know what the exact percentage is, but
greatness isn't born.
It's not born, it's grown. It's like, you look at people who are great and everyone goes, wow, they're the GOAT. Like they came out that way. Beyonce came out that way. It's like, no, she sacrificed her whole childhood singing and dancing. That's all she did. She got her 10,000 hours before she was 12.
But you had to have something.
Of course, you have to have the right kind of vocal cords.
I would love to dissect what that is. I want to find out what is it that we have, certain people that like continue to have a career in it. What did you have that like started the spark? It's almost like not everyone's going to be the greatest dancer, but the people that are very good at dancing, they had a little something better than everyone they trained with when they were young.
Yeah.
What it is, you can't really explain.
I think self-esteem is a big thing. I think I could make a famous child. I think I could make the most infinitely famous child because I know what the secret ingredient is. I learned it from watching the Adam Sandler Mark Twain Prize. My boyfriend was a producer on it, and I went to it, and I was watching it, and everyone just talked about how, like, Adam was not, like, he's kind of like all of us. Like, we don't know why this guy is so famous. He's funny, but it's like, he's not like, this is what they were saying. I think he's amazing. This is not what I'm saying. But the whole gist of the evening was like, why is this guy getting a Mark Twain Prize? He just, like, does funny voices and screams a lot and, like, does dumb movies. But then throughout it, you just heard from his family and his friends and, like, his history. He just grew up with people around him who just believed him no matter what.
Yeah.
Never once put any doubt in his head that he couldn't do what he wanted to as long as he worked hard. And that's the only thing that he knew he had to do to be great, was just work hard, which is like, just show up. So if you instill in your child, same with Taylor Swift, I don't think she had anyone in her life being like, that's not a good look. You shouldn't do that. Like, there was no family member being like, why don't you just get a degree in education, just in case?
Yeah.
Everyone believed in her. And so if you just believe in someone, like Adam Sandler, his brothers believed in him. Like, whose brothers are like, do comedy, man?
Nobody.
He bombed the first night he ever went on stage, and his brother was like, you got to get back up there. That was amazing. I loved it. And he believed his brother, and he kept doing it. But most of us, you know, so many great comics out there bombed their first time and they never did it again because it's so excruciating. We missed out on a lot of people.
Yeah, it's true.
And now we have a lot of people because they did well their first time that we shouldn't have.
We have a little bit too
they
many
invited
people.
too many people from
Too
the
many
office.
fucking people. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, depending on that encouragement you get. And I think that I sometimes resent my parents because I'm like, I could have been a good musician or whatever if you just would have been like, it's okay to be bad now. Like, this is where you should be. You're going to get better.
Yeah.
Not like, this isn't your thing. I got told that a lot. Like,
Your mom and dad would say this isn't your thing?
no, but they would tell me, like, I took voice lessons at a young age, and I was decent. I was in, like, the top choir in my school, and so I went to go take extra voice lessons elsewhere to train. And she told my mom, she doesn't have it. This isn't. But she was talking about Broadway, not like being a pop star or like an indie singer-songwriter. Same with guitar. Like, my dad's really a good guitarist, and he would sit me down and I'd be like, try to play, and it would be like a buzzy C chord. It's like, yeah, because I'm 7, you know? And he'd be like, you just can't even, what are you doing with your finger? And so I would feel innate shame, like, I'm bad. This isn't my thing. And I think that's always been the thing that holds me back is like, we all know, like, this is kind of cringe, like the cringe thing. I mean,
really,
cringe keeps so many people from doing things that
from
they could do.
Well, but ironically,
what do you do with
I think
cringe?
I think the younger generation has no shame whatsoever now. I think now the internet gives power in a way where you're allowed to just put up something.
We're gonna get a lot of talented people from it.
Yes,
I mean, it's gonna they'll
people
weed
have
out,
no shame.
But people have like a lot of encouragement now, which I think is good. But I'm so many things I don't post on Instagram ever anymore because I'm just worried about people being like,
ew.
Like, this is not a good look. And then I'll try to write a caption that, like, gets ahead of it and is like, I know what you're thinking, you know, and then that's cringe to even call out the cringe. It's like, you can't get ahead of it.
No, you can't.
It's like, and then sometimes the people that I do admire, the things that make me jealous and make me so furious are usually, and I'm just like, ugh, does anyone like this person? I send it to my friends and I make fun of this person. It's usually, I'm just jealous that they had the balls to, like, kind of look stupid or like risk
to put
looking
themselves
dumb.
out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all
That's
really
what I'm
is.
jealous of. I'm not really mad that they're not talented. I'm grateful they're not because
Well, do you want to start
feel...
this beef? We should start it. Nikki Glaser is calling out Matt Rife right now.
No, I love Matt Rife.
Okay,
That's the only thing I feel good about.
Sure, I know you're calling him out.
Whenever Matt Rife gets brought up, because your name's getting brought up a lot, buddy.
It
You
is.
skyrocketed too fast. Everyone's jealous. People don't like it. You're good looking. You're nice. I am so happy for Matt Rife's success
Me too.
because
He's a good kid.
anytime I watch a clip of his, I do laugh. Sorry.
He's a great kid, and I honestly, when he blew up, I thought, oh wow. When somebody told me, they were like, you know, Matt Rife is blonde, and I said, well, good. What do I fucking care? Good for that kid.
I'm
Also,
so happy for him. I hope that it's just
that's
not
a
too
kid I'm
much
jealous with fucking Kate Beckinsale and He's dated all these hot.
Oh my God.
Wait, did he date her publicly?
Yeah, he did. That's the first time I heard his name.
For a piece of me, it was like, should I not say that?
Beckinsale
Yeah.
dating comedian Matt Rife, and I was like, who is Matt Rife? And I looked him up, and I'm like, that's no way that guy's funny. He's hot.
Yeah.
But he's
He's
he
got
dated
a great,
her.
great jawline. I even said to him, I told him when I saw him at Bert's thing, I was like, I see you sold all these dates. You know, he's doing like 2 years of touring. I said, dude, don't let them kill you. Take your time. Like, relax. Because you know the agents. You know these fucking agents are like, get out there, Matt. As many shows as you can. Like, agents still have the old Hollywood, like, we're going to get out there, kid. We'll have you everywhere, all over the globe.
I mean, that's what
150 shows, back to back.
That's what I tell my agent about Bert. I go, you need to puke.
They're going to
Pull
kill
it
you.
back.
They're going to kill you.
This guy is working too hard. But look at Cillian Murphy at the latest Oppenheimer premiere. Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer premiere.
Yeah.
This is Matt Rife at the end of his tour.
Did you go see the Barbieheimer? Did you go do the duo? You know about this?
Wait,
People
he looks
watching
pretty
Barbie
tired.
and
This is Matt Rife at the
That's
end
Matt
of his tour, 2-year tour.
Matt Rife after the problematic tour is over. That's when he begins. Now, dude, go the other
It's
photo.
gonna age him like a president.
And then that.
Oh my God! I saw it the other day. I go, that guy looks old Matt Rife.
See, this
Matt
is
Rife.
what I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah.
We gotta get a side by side.
That is
in
so
this
fucking
edit.
funny to me.
Oh, it's so good.
I mean, he looks like he's shocked.
I know.
Stunned.
That's Matt. That's Matt in 2 years.
That I
End of
don't.
the world tour.
That I do not envy in the world of acting. Of like people that like mentally have to like go through this insane leap to get the job done. That scares the fuck out of me.
Like, what did he have to do?
No, I'm just saying, like, when you dedicate to a character in a film and you have to become this thing and you really dive in the way that, like, Daniel Day-Lewis does, I don't envy that at all.
But do you have any interest in doing that?
Absolutely not.
What is your, like, do you have, like, an SNL would be cool for you.
I tested for them years ago, and I'll never.
But, like, hosting it.
Yeah, maybe. My dream would be, making comedy franchise films.
Yes.
I don't know if it's ever going to come back again, but stuff like that, like what Wayne's World was for our generation, like the run that Will Ferrell had for a while.
Are you like working towards that? This is the thing.
Kind
like,
of, but it's tough.
It is.
That's film is like all but dead for comedy. You know, I have a movie that's going to come out later in the year, and
that you wrote?
No, that I did.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it.
Got
it's so
it.
fun. No, I can
Well, you're not
fucking talk about it. I'm not
promoting it. You just
promoting
did
it. I did a
something.
movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, me, Zac Efron, John Cena, and
No way. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I read that script. It's really
Ricky
funny.
Stinnegate, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that'll be.
Are you his friend?
It's me.
Who was the
Me, Zac Efron, and Jermaine Fowler are the best friends, and John
No
Cena.
way, Jermaine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fucking
Was
great.
that a fun one to make?
So fun.
Zac Efron was my number one for many. I mean, there's no
you
one
want me
better.
to call him and tell him?
I mean,
Nikki Glaser's here. He'll go, I'm on my way.
what's he like?
The best.
He
Honestly.
seems really nice.
It's a
I like
cliche
watching.
answer,
I watch
but
his
he's
documentary show.
He's phenomenal. I fucking love Efron.
He's so good looking, and he seems like down to earth.
Yeah, he's one of the guys.
I think that's the name of
He's
the
one of the
show.
boys. Down to earth is actually.
Yeah, with Zac Efron. Wait a second. Okay, I have a question. The woman that plays his wife in that movie, because I've always loved Zac Efron, been very open.
The woman
about
who
that.
plays
his
Zac's wife, Lex
yes.
Scott Davis.
That's what I was auditioning to play. I got the script, and they're like, "You got to learn all these pages," and I'm like, "There's no fucking way I'm gonna get this." And what year was she born? Exactly 91. Okay.
I got to tell you something.
Not
about
even
her.
close. 7 years
She's
younger
a
than me.
phenomenal actress.
Yeah.
And on top of it, like
One of the most
grossly beautiful,
stunning people
Yeah, it was like shot. And then her
ever.
fucking husband, who I met when he showed up to Australia, I
I'm
was
so
like,
glad I didn't learn those pages.
I
and
was like,
waste the
oh
money on
great,
the
and your
coach.
husband's also one of the hottest people I've ever seen.
Oh, really?
It made me feel disgusting. I ran back to my room.
God.
This dude is
Mo McRae.
jacked. He's jacked out of his fucking mind. And they have kids, and they're both in.
And they're happy.
Look at these two.
and,
Yeah,
like,
they're fucking stunning.
balanced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're two beautiful people. And when they were eating I swear to God, them at breakfast looked better than me, like wearing a suit going out for, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
them eating shit, like wearing loungy clothes with their kids eating breakfast in the hotel. I went back upstairs. I was embarrassed because I was like a hideous
Isn't that
creature. Like,
crazy how
don't
people-
look at me.
People like that hot, they just can't help but look like put together.
They always
and
look hot.
stylish
Yeah.
and cute all the time.
Yep. Yeah.
That's another thing.
And I have
Jealous.
a massive struggle. I'm wearing basketball shorts and
You
a t-shirt.
look great. You look always put together. Something happened with your wardrobe. You always look great.
I'm trying
You
more.
try.
I'm
Yeah.
trying more.
It's about trying.
But when hot people don't try, they still look so good. And then
I know.
you look at like a fool
they
when
have
you
like
go down
beige, all beige matching
It's so flowy.
sweatsuits and
It's shoes
flowy.
that don't exist yet, and they're like, yeah, they don't even put these out, and you're like, what the fuck? Where did you? Yeah,
Yes.
that's how I feel. But they were incredible. What I was trying to say was,
Are they boring? Can you just say
No, no,
something like
no.
are maybe not that interesting? They
No,
don't
she's
get
dope.
jokes.
No,
they
they're
can't
dope.
really riff.
No,
they
they're
can't.
dope.
Okay. Well,
sorry. No, actually, you know what? Yeah, the thing that we have that none of these people have is our comedy is our innate gene. Some actors can do comedy,
yeah.
but it's not innate. It's not built into the
Well,
machine.
they can't.
Like Bradley Cooper does funny things sometimes,
Sure.
but I don't know if that's innate in his machine naturally.
I bet he's a pretty like.
I think he trains for that very well.
Oh right. I mean,
Yeah, I think he's funny. I think
Yeah.
he does well. I'm not dissing. I'm saying my point is I think you innately when you enter a set as a comedian, you're gonna have a step ahead of everybody.
oh, I feel
Because
I'm so intimidated by walking on a set, or I am always like I shouldn't be here. I only got this because people know of me from something else. I'm not a real actor. I probably got someone who deserves this role, doesn't have
No.
it. People are resentful of me. I don't have my lines memorized the right way. I don't know how to be an actor, so I don't know how I would feel very out of place. It'd be like an actor. It'd be like Leonardo DiCaprio doing like a set at the Laugh Factory. We'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe we'd all be psyched he's here, but he'd feel like a fool, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's how and the crowd, he would kill and everyone would love him no matter what he did, but he would feel like a fraud, and that's how I feel acting.
Also, none of his girlfriends would be able to get in because I think they're 21 and over at that fucking. Just a line outside of hot 20-year-olds.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Be Leo?
What? No, why? We all yell at him for dating young women. Of course. He doesn't want to settle down.
Nobody's surprised, but this is
People
also
are.
this is also why he's trying to save the world.
Yeah.
Because he's
For
like
the future generations of his girlfriends.
exactly. He's like, we need to keep this earth around because I need to keep making 20-year-olds.
Oh no, I thought he was just concerned about the future
fuck that.
for the young women he's
No,
dating.
no. He wants to keep these girls around. We got to keep this going. No, he. You're right though. Him doing comedy is like that. I'm sure he would do great, but it wouldn't. It's not the same. It's not the same thing.
But everyone on set, or at the Laugh Factory, would be like, "Oh my God, Leo's here!" It would be a big deal. So that's the way I feel like as a comedian walking into things. People are like, "Oh, you're a comedian!" Like I'm intimidated by you, but I'm like, no, that you don't know how out of my element I am. Like I wanted to ask you, like, do you like because I feel like with comedy, I just wing it every time. Like,
Yeah.
yes, unless I'm taping a special or going on Conan or something, I don't really think about my set before I go on stage a ton.
yeah.
But with acting, you have to like memorize your lines, and sometimes I get acting roles, and I am like, I'll just like memorize it on the car ride there, and it's like doesn't work that way, and it's really embarrassing. What's your memorization process?
I have to go right before I go to bed at night. I have to like read it, and I start to dissect like what I like about it and what I don't.
So it's the night before,
Well, I mean, I do. I read it prior to that. But then the night.
but the
before,
memorization process happens the night before. You're
Yeah,
due on
always.
set the next day.
Always.
Wow, so
And then the
that's
next
surprising
morning,
to me.
Then the next morning, when I'm in the trailer, I go over it again, or on hair and makeup, and then I go over what I'm gonna approach the director or whatever with, and be like, "Hey, man, can I do that? I'd rather do this way." I've gotten more confident as I've gotten older. When I was young,
I bet.
I never
That's
did
why
it.
I'm asking you this. So what have you ever been on set when someone doesn't have their lines memorized, and how much does it fuck everything up, and is it so embarrassing? And
It's embarrassing for them for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, but I've been that person too. I've had
And what
huge chunky
happens?
shit. I have to walk away for a little bit. Or I say, can we take a break and move on and come back to this or something?
Right.
Or flip the coverage. If it's
Got
on
it.
me, I'll go, can we flip so I can
Think
get
about
back in this because I'm not liking the way it is. But now that I'm older, I'm so much more confident. Like in the sense of I don't give a fuck if I fuck up or if I look stupid. Who cares?
Well, because I get it now. Because this is the same way you start when you start stand up. You're like so worried about your set list and
Yeah.
making sure everything. And I don't think about it anymore. And if I kind of do poorly, I just call it out and I'm fine. And I'm like, I deserve to be here because
Yeah.
I have confidence in
Yeah.
it. But
And
you
because
have
of
that now
experience,
with
you've been
acting too.
Yeah, with acting, I feel that way. Where if it's like, what are you going to fire me? That's kind of the most like gross thing to think. But you're like, I'm allowed to fuck up. When you're young, you're so afraid of fucking
so
up.
confident.
Well, but it's like when you're young, you're so scared of fucking up, and
Yeah.
I think that hinders your ability because you're like, don't say the and I'll be there later. And you keep saying the line in your head like, I don't want to say it wrong. And then you get older and you think, what are they going to fucking fire me for screwing up a line?
Also, worrying about what can go wrong I hate to get woo-woo here, but I really do believe in manifestation. I never did before. I thought it was such bullshit. But I read a book that kind of made it sciencey and was talking about the quantum physics and like it's all connected. Like when you are thinking about the worst thing that can happen, it's kind of like putting that out there.
It's gonna happen, yeah.
And so I'm trying to do more like positive reinforcement. It's so humiliating, but I do.
No,
talk
that's
to
what do you mean?
myself
That's a good thing. I think more people need to do that more often. It helps your energy, and then the way you approach other people because of it will help. So it's like if you're going into things thinking hopefully the best, your physical energy then bleeds into other people, and other people kind of feel you wanting it to go well. Then they want it to go well a little bit. Yeah. I believe in it. I really do.
Too. I was like really feeling bad. I had like just some sets the other night that was just like, yikes. Like
bad?
Just not bad, but you know, like for us, like average, where it's like I should have killed and I didn't, and there were people in the room I haven't seen in a while. Like if you were in the room and saw me the other night, I would have to like write you afterwards and be like, just know that was bad for me, and like that's not what I'm doing out on the road. That's like not what I'm capable of. I hope you understand that.
I've done this before.
Like Joe List saw me the other night. And I was like, that was humiliating what I just did in front of him because it was just I just didn't prepare. I wanted to talk to Joe before my set instead of think about what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So I just went up there and picked the worst jokes to do, and it didn't make any sense, and it was horrible. And so I was going to sets the other night, and I was just feeling like really bad about myself, and I'm trying to listen to a lot of comedy right now to like be inspired by it again and excited.
Other comics?
Yeah, like my favorite comics. Like just I want to saturate in it because I am a sponge, and I like if I watch Veep, I'm like funnier if I'm like watching Veep.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm just consuming people
fast talking. The rhythm, yeah.
So I like to, if I'm lacking in a certain way, I'll just like immerse myself in that for a while and I'll pick it up. I mean, that's how I got funny in general is like all my friends in high school were funny and I like absorbed what I'm a good curator of what's funny as opposed to like being on my own.
No, you are funny on your own. You've just taken things from other things to make your own.
Yeah, it's not like I'm stealing and it's not conscious, but my subconscious absorbs this stuff. So I was listening the other night to some people, but it was having that adverse effect where I was comparing myself and going like, I'll never be this fucking good, even though I have been before. Like just right now with my material, I'm just like, ugh. And then last night I was driving into shows and I was like, you are effortlessly funny. You are a comic genius. Like I was just saying stuff I don't believe, but I just had to say it out loud. And I swear to God, I had good sets because of it.
It works.
It fucking worked, even though I honestly did not believe it at all, but I kept saying it. And something happened where even if that just gave me this false sense of confidence that I needed to have to go up there and do better, it worked.
I think the confidence is the thing that's going to move you back to where you belong.
Yeah.
Because you already did it. You already did the work. You already know that your skill set. You just have to continue to go, I know what I'm fucking doing. Even if it doesn't build out the right way, it eventually gets there. Mm-hmm. Like I finally am doing a joke that I did years ago because I'm building like a whole new hour. And I hated the joke. And then I found the hole. It's like it just took me.
Whoa, wait, can you talk me through it?
Well, it was like I didn't know. I don't want to give the joke away on here, but like I didn't know how to make it funny because I understood what I was trying to say.
Yes.
But the wording wasn't making it funny.
Oh yeah.
You know, it was kind of like I had this joke about, and this is another one that I know I'll find the end out later. But I had this joke about how like a woman's clit never stops growing. You know, like
is that true?
It's true. Yeah.
What? Like our noses and ears?
Yeah, nose, ears, and clit. Yeah, that's what God was like. God was a freak.
This all checks out.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I'm like, okay, I'm not weird.
A woman's clit never stops growing.
Well, our clits are dicks, so do dicks keep growing?
No. Dicks don't. Oh. Dicks continue, but though an 80-year-old clit looks like works same as a 20-year-old, but it does keep growing. 2.5 times as big as
in your 90s.
In your teen.
Oh my God, you're just rocking a micro penis in your 90s.
At some point, you have a micro penis. But I was making a joke about how I condescendingly I'm like, a woman's clit never stops growing, and these men still can't find it. Am I right, girls? And I said the joke is really that women think we're looking for we're not looking for anything.
We don't care.
I go, Columbus thought this was India, and then from there I peeled another few pieces.
That's great.
But like I couldn't. The other two chunks that I've taken to it, they aren't melding right. Like that first chunk is fine, but that's what I found in a new joke where I'm like, oh, dude, when I went back to it. It was just the confidence in trying it over and different angles because I knew it was funny. And then now that it works, it's like, oh, yeah, fucking, I just didn't see the hole yet.
Well, that's like with anything where you want to just give up on it. Like me trying to play guitar, like I suck so bad, but then like you feel like if you practice it, fuck, you crack it.
You are going to get good,
you can get
you
good.
will crack it.
And there's there's jokes that I even reference, like part of my joke that I do now, I do like a JonBenet Ramsey joke, but I talk about the first time I tried that joke was when 2005 when I first started comedy. Because I knew it was a funny thing that I remembered feeling.
I want to hear it. You don't have to say it,
well,
but I want to hear
I'll burn. I don't care. I was when I was 11, or when that happened, when JonBenet Ramsey died. I remember being horrified because it's the first time I had ever heard like a child could be murdered, and I was a kid, and it's just like, oh my fucking God. And then I saw a picture of her, and I was like, good, because she's too pretty, and I was like, I remember being soothed by that.
You can't let this
at
one
that
grow up.
Yeah, I was
Imagine
like,
how horrific she'll be as a person if she grows up.
I was like, she's gonna steal my husband someday. Like I had that. I didn't even like boys yet, but I knew she was gonna be a threat to me.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to. I remember at the time feeling. I just go when I'm looking for something to write about. Always go to like, what do I feel deep shame about? What would I never want to tell anyone? And I remember having that thought as a kid and being like, I can't tell anyone that I'm kind of happy this beautiful girl is out of the mix. And so I remember telling it on stage in 2005, or just and poorly telling it, and it bombed horribly. People were disgusted, but it was too soon. First of all, I mean, child murder now is hilarious, but
now
back
there's no too soon.
No, there's
Isn't that
not.
funny? Now because of the internet.
That's so
there is no such
true.
thing. People were making fucking the submarine jokes at the Comedy Store the night they died.
Yeah.
And by the way,
nice.
some of them were pretty good. I heard a few that I was like, that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
It's hard to, there is no too soon anymore.
I like that
Yeah,
because
thank God.
time is stupid. It's like, why is it okay not right away? But I mean, but people who are mourning the submarine victims are not at the Improv. That night, except that the stepson did go to a Blink-182 show that night, so he might have been that weekend at the Laugh Factory.
He was raging the hardest. It's never too soon for that guy. He wanted to go see Hoppus, baby. He was like, I'm going to a fucking Blink-182 show.
Listen, there's always going to be people
I miss
that are
you,
gonna
Dad. It was so weird to see him post online.
And then he was trying to get laid with that OnlyFans.
Yeah, that was so wild. He's like, this is what my dad would have wanted, for me to fuck OnlyFans
But
girls.
also, like, why do we need him to be sad about his stepdad? Like, most people hate their stepdad. They'd be glad to see him go. We're all like, you should be mourning. It's his fucking stepdad. Who gives a shit? But the JonBenet Ramsey thing, when I told that joke at an open mic in St. Louis in 2005, after the show, a girl came up to me and wanted to like fight me because she was like, my cousin is JonBenet Ramsey. And that's where no matter how soon something, you're always going to risk there's going to be some family member that there's going to be someone that could be very, very offended by that. And it happened. And
it's going to happen.
And I'm like, you got to be glad she's gone too. You're going to look better in all the family photos. No, that's my joke. But I truly felt that way. I felt so, but I feel bad when I hurt people's feelings like that.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Like,
The intention is never to hurt anybody.
but some people say that. They're like, I love when people get uncomfortable and offended.
No.
Like,
I just want to tickle their
Yeah,
brain. I
I
just
want
want them to be
people
like,
to like
oh,
me."
that's fucking funny.
Isn't this why we do this? Because don't we want people to like us?
Well, we learned at the beginning of this that love is what you really need. And want.
Acceptance.
Yeah.
Like I was listening. One more thing. I was listening to I'm going back through Louis' stuff because I think I took a break from him for a while because it was just like, ugh.
You got over
he's
it.
just the greatest.
He's the greatest. Yeah.
He's just the fucking greatest.
Undoubtedly the greatest joke writer of all time. To me, I think he's
just in terms of authenticity, which is ironic, or I guess it makes me feel weird to say that because I used to say I can't enjoy him anymore because I felt like he was not authentic about the stuff. But then I'm like, wait, it was all here for us, what he was doing. And then, but I was listening to I think especially did 2 specials after the jerking off in front of the
Sorry
women.
and
The latest one. No, not the latest one, but the 2 ago. And
Sorry and My Bad, I think it was.
But he said
whatever it was.
He
Sincerely
likes
sorry, yeah.
And he said one of the jokes was like he told a story about an old man taking him aside at one point and telling him all the dirty words, and then he went right to kindergarten or whatever, first grade, and just went up to his teacher and said like fuck, shit ass, cunt, bitch, like, and just fart and said, and then she started crying because she was so horrified. And he loved it. And I'm like, there it is. There it is. That's a formative moment. You
Yeah.
like freaking out a woman with disgusting things
Yeah.
and having her go, oh,
Yeah.
God. And it's like, that's why you jerk off in front of women, dude. Like, and then he later on talks about like why he does it. I go, no, you just told us. That's why. And I think that's so interesting. And that is why I like Louis, because he's a fucked up person. He's fucked up.
Well, we're all dark and we're all fucked up, and we all have a little. Well, we all have like our I don't want to be here anymores.
Yeah.
In us, most average people don't feel that way.
No, and I know, and I think that is the talent that we bring that actors and other people don't.
That we
is
might
that,
kill ourselves at any moment.
That we talk about it.
Yeah, aren't I funny? I might kill myself, and they're like, "Please don't, please don't." And you're like, "I don't know, I won't." Maybe I will.
Every time I say it on stage, and because I have a bunch of jokes about suicide, it's like most of my act, and I think that's why I've been bombing lately. It's just a downer, but I always say like, you all. I told you I was gonna do. Like, if I do it, you're all.
Yeah.
Like,
complicit.
Complicit.
Yeah, you were here.
I told you I've been serious about this,
Yeah.
and I even like doubled down on it a couple times, and now I'm telling you you're complicit, and you're still not going to do anything.
Right.
But blood is on your hands. that blood in that
I can't wait to
bathtub
see
someday.
TMZ getting Nikki coming out of like a Home Depot with like rope and. and all these suicide items.
I'll look hot though. I'll make sure I'll look like thin and have like upright posture. Whenever I
Yeah.
walk into a store, because there's so much footage of women like her last time being seen before she was abducted in the parking lot.
And they're hunched
I do
over.
kind of like just have better posture so that the images on Nancy Grace will look like she had it all. Like, you know, like
where did it go wrong?
yeah. I
A
just wanna
perfect
look,
life, a perfect family in the suburbs of St. Louis.
poor woman's life stolen from her before she could do it herself.
That's really
How dare they take that from her?
Nikki, I love
Andrew,
you so much.
I love you.
I could talk to you for hours.
I know.
Listen, everyone who is a fan of comedy, keep Nikki around. Please comment on this page. Nikki, please don't go.
Please say that.
Please,
That's
so
so
she doesn't
nice.
go anywhere. Please go on her Instagram and comment. Please don't go.
Don't comment mean things. I won't read them. It's just like
The new acronym is PDG. Please don't go. Please put PDG all over Nikki's page, please.
That's so nice.
Go to Nikki Glaser Comedy. No, NikkiGlaser.com.
NikkiGlaser.com. Yeah, I'm on tour all over the place.
She's on tour constantly. She never is not on tour. Keep her
Yeah.
away from her boyfriend and a future of marriage and children and a house. She wants to stay. Look at that.
Look at that.
Good girl.
Good girl tour.
The Good Girl Tour.
It's never ending.
Oh, Chicago Theater.
Chicago Theater, please go to that
My
one. Oh my
hometown.
God, you have so many fans.
My hometown.
I really
Chicago,
want to sell
go see
that out.
Nikki September 15th.
Please,
You
it's going to be
absolutely will.
embarrassing otherwise.
What are you
Please.
talking about? You're absolutely going to do that. That's
You think?
Yeah, you'll
That's,
sell it out.
Oh, I'm so excited.
September is far away.
Okay, let's do it.
No,
Please
let's
come out
sell
and
it
see
out.
me.
Chicago, go see her at the
I
Chicago
do meet
Theater.
and greets. I promise you, my show is fucking great right now, and it'll be worth the money, and
You'll love it. I promise you'll love it. Go to NikkiGlaser.com. Go see her on tour. We end the episode the same way. One word or one phrase. Look into that camera. One word or one phrase whenever you're ready, Nikki.
I forgot about this part.
Yeah, well.
But I want to go.
So good. Kill that. Nikki.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You're that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.